In the quiet hamlet of Greenthorn, nestled between rolling hills and dense woodlands, lived a girl named Elara. She was known for her gentle spirit, always tending to the village gardens and ensuring the plants flourished under her care. But beneath her calm exterior lay a world of turmoil that few knew about. Elara lived with her uncle, Brine, a man whose sour demeanor was as constant as the setting sun. After Elara's parents had tragically passed away, the village council had entrusted her care to Brine. Unbeknownst to them, Brine's facade of concern quickly crumbled behind closed doors. He would lash out at Elara without warning, leaving her to bear the brunt of his frustrations. The years passed, with Elara growing into a young woman of quiet resilience. Though she rarely spoke of her suffering, those who knew her could see the shadows under her eyes, a testament to nights spent in fear and sorrow. Her solace came in the form of the village gardens, where she poured her heart into nurturing life where her own felt stifled. It was during these times, while tending to the lush greenery, that Elara discovered a peculiar patch of berries hidden among the brambles at the edge of the woods. They were unlike any she had seen before, with a deep crimson hue that seemed to pulse with a life of its own. Consulting an ancient herbal tome, she learned they were known as the Veil of Night, used in times of old for both healing and harm. The knowledge of the berry's dual nature stirred something within Elara. The echoes of her uncle's harsh words and cruel actions filled her mind, and an idea took root, a plan both desperate and dangerous. It was not a decision made lightly, but for Elara, it felt as though a long-buried ember of justice was finally kindling. One evening, as Brine demanded his supper in his usual gruff tone, Elara set to work. She prepared a vibrant pie, weaving among its layers the sweet innocence of summer fruits harvested from the village and the clandestine touch of the Veil of Night. The kitchen was filled with the scent of fruit ripening under a warm sun, an aroma that belied its sinister final note. As Brine sat at the wooden table, cutting into the pie, he paid his niece no more than a cursory glance. He took bite after bite, the sweetness masking any hint of danger. Elara stood by, a storm of emotions raging within her, each bite resonating like a pebble cast into a turbulent sea. Within moments, Brine's bluster faltered, replaced by the grimace of discomfort, then outright pain. Realization dawned, but far too late. The poison took hold swiftly, the crimson berries executing their ancient promise, creating a day of reckoning that had been long overdue. In his final moment, Elara did not cower but met his gaze, her own eyes steady and clear. She whispered softly, a farewell tinged with the bitter taste of freedom. The villagers found Brine hours later, his time ended under the ominous cloud of what he had sown. Though whispers grew and speculation circled around the events of that night, Elara continued her life in Greenthorn, her tender care for the gardens unbroken. Her spirit unchained at last from the torment of the past. She carried with her the lesson of those berries, a knowledge that the roots of peace were sometimes born from the seeds of bold action.